Just on here trying to shed light on some situations going on throughout the U.S. alone. Seeing that the U.S. is always looking and, sticking their noses in other people's business. What about what's in the U.S.? So I'm looking at my life, and only if you knew me, you would probably understand about where I'm going with this. But putting in all the equations and all the variables to these equations and adding up and coming up with this same solution, I have a confession. So, looking at my life, seeing as if, now follow me, people, seeing if I never had a family, I've never, been one to have love, put it like that. Since 8, I was put out of my mother's home. Um, to fend for myself, I guess. Me and all of my other 8 brothers and sisters, and things like that. And just have to get it all out. And from there, we went into foster homes and things of that nature. And then, at the age of 13 or 14, we went to my auntie's house and we stayed there. But then a whole slew of shit went down there too, like to keep the confidentiality of just certain family members. I'm not gonna say what precisely went on, but it was a lot of stuff that went on. Um, then from there, growing up, just in general, after high school, going to college, it was a bunch of challenges that I just saw, and having knowledge of the Bible because uh, throughout everything, I've had the Bible and, just comparing it to the world as if the Bible says to do, right? And I'm lining the Bible and the world up, staying out of the world this entire time in isolation because I had no choice to be in isolation. And as people may know now, I'm still in isolation, right? Look at my face. I'm so serious. Look at my face. This is not no, I'm so serious. But those of you that really know my life, you'll really understand about where I'm going with this. So, looking at the government and how Bush did all that stuff with Iraq and stuff. Now, aligning that back up with my life because that's what God told you to do, right? Look at the stars, align it with the space, and align it with the weather, and you get what? Come on, people, be smart. You get what? You get time, right? So I'm aligning my life up with the timeline of the US plus the timeline of the weather, and it gives me time. I'm going to tell you why. Because at the age of 8, I was kicked out of my mama home. I've been thinking about this since I was 8. I have 8 brothers and sisters, and my birthday is in '09. On the 9th day of April, in the 90s, of the cutoff era of almost everything. Now follow me. As I went to college, I discovered a young lady that taught me a lot of stuff, whether you listen to her music or not. I have to give it up to the lady Beyonc. She is amazing. She is immaculate. She is a great artist. Her and Jay-Z. Initially, I didn't get where they swag was coming from and stuff like that. But when I was kind of listening to the music and really, really getting into it, because, I sing a little bit, and I sing a little bit, some caught my attention. And it said, Donald, come on, G. Come on, G. Look who they talking about. Look who they chatting for. Look who they screaming for. Get it together. Get it together. Long story short, specifically, I want certain people to listen to. Go ahead, listen to Partition. Go ahead and listen to If I Was a Boy. Go ahead and listen to a couple of her tracks. And keep following my blogs. Because watch this. I'm about to reveal a whole bunch of shit that a lot of people ain't gonna want to hear. And adding up my life, I might be the diamond stuck up in these tears.